Yo, man, what's good with everybody this afternoon, man? This your boy Yolo B at Real Talk Channels. And you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody having a good and blessed day, man. As y'all can see, man, y'all see the sun out, man. Y'all see it out, man. I'm out here trying to catch a little fresh out, man. But I come today, man, to speak what's on my mind today, man. And today I want to talk about child support, man. Let y'all know, man, how serious child support is, man. Child support is something serious when you got the government in it and when you got just the laws in it, period, man. You got, man, like I say, man, a man is always going to take care of their child. A mom is going to always take care of their child, whether it's child support around or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Now, you got some fathers out here and mothers out here don't, you know what I'm saying, that don't, you know what I'm saying, actually take their kids in. You know what I'm saying? That don't actually, you know what I'm saying, care for their kids. But guess what? Let that father mess around and don't be involved. Let that father mess around and don't be involved. Man, your significant other, your companion going down there to the office on you. Miss a beat. Going down there to the office on you. Now you got to worry about going to court. Then you got to worry about money just coming out your pocket that you work for, that you 9 out of 10 half the time spend on your kid anyway. Now here it is, you got to worry about sitting in jail. Now you on a job just working your butt off for your money to go somewhere else and you don't know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of chaos for a man or for a woman that's having to put up with child support, especially when they're having to take care of their kids. Then, from what I've learned, you know what I'm saying, from Papa Duck, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of other mentors that are on here, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are actually getting paid for having the mom or the father putting you on child support. The federal government actually pays the state. You know what I'm saying? And that's something a lot of women don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's mainly women, because you really don't kind of see fathers really put their you know what I'm saying, their baby mama on child support for real. You really don't see that. You know what I'm saying? It's out there though, but you know what I'm saying? That's not often. But let a father do it that has a disagreement with the baby mama or have a misunderstanding. The first thing they do is get mad and then want to run right down there to the resource office down there and going down there telling them people all kind of stuff. Half the stuff ain't even true that they telling you. They are doing it because they know they on their side regardless. People don't talk about that. Then you got all kind of folks putting all these memes and stuff on Facebook trying to down the fathers. We already having to go through, a man already having to go through dealing with a common enemy already. We already having to put up with that already. Now we got to put up with our women doing it. And then the thing is, a lot of women don't see that they're actually using them against us. A lot of women don't notice that. Then you don't think that they don't take majority of that money that you get, the money that you get rewarded for child support. You think they ain't taking half of that? They taking it. Not only are they taking your money, but they're still getting paid from the federal government. The feds still pay them. That's the crazy part. Y'all think a lot of women think that it's cool for they baby dads to be on child support, for you to sit home all day while he having to be the one go out and put in all the work. You know what I'm saying? But y'all women want to get equal and be equal to a man. A lot of women want to be equal to a man. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time to put in the hard work and the sweat and the bust of your tail, it's a whole different ball game. And a lot of women do that stuff out of anger anyway, because they want to see you in a bad spot already. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you in a bad spot already, so they gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Not all fathers are, you know what I'm saying, are fathers that's not putting in time with their kids, because some are. Some have to work just like you do. I really don't, I really can't stand to see that a mom feel like she's putting up more than a father does. And then you don't want to tell that kid the truth. You don't want to tell that kid the truth about how they really being taken care of. When a man has a child, a lot of men gonna take care of their kids anyway. But you got women out here, you got bitter baby mamas out here that's willing to go down there and tell them people a face full of lies, man, about you not taking care of your kid. You put up with a child every day because you chose to put up with a kid every day. A father can put up with a kid every day. You think you think moms are the only ones that go to work and get on and come home and have to put up with kids? Fathers do it too. So you just can't necessarily just say, oh, you the only one doing that. But a lot of women only do that because of what y'all getting from the government already. That's why y'all quick to make it like, oh, y'all so independent when it come to y'all kids and stuff. Because y'all already know y'all going through the system anyway. To get half of the rewards on what y'all getting. But don't nobody want to talk about that though. But everybody want to get on social media and bash a man. You don't know what that man's situation is until you in his shoes. Until you in the situation that they're in. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, like that, like, come on, man. Like, who want to wake up out their bed, you know what I'm saying, knowing they got to go to work and they got to give their money up to somebody else because you done went down there to the system and you done told these people a whole face full of stories, man. Who want to get up out their bed and having to worry about that for the remainder of their lives until they're dead and gone? That's why I kind of feel like, oh, you gonna be in my house until the age of 18 and you're gone. Because 9 out of 10, when that child is not continuing to go to school at the age of 18, or you know what I'm saying, when that child, like I say, or that child probably going out at the age of 18, getting a job, doing what they got to do so they can make sure they're straight as coming up into the adult world. Y'all gonna run it up until they get 18, until those benefits stop. Why can't both parties file taxes for their kids? Especially with a mom that has more than one child, and you don't have those 2 or 3 kids, 4 kids by the same baby father. That man just may have one child with you. And here it is, he can't even file taxes with his own kid to at least help you. Because he know that you got two other kids from 2 different fathers or whatnot. That don't get talked about. That don't get talked about. That's the stuff that get left out. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, like I say, man, that's why that saying is pushed. Oh, you here until you 18. Because 9 out of 10, those rewards that you was getting from the government when your child ain't no longer going to school at the age of 18, going to college or whatever, y'all know them funds gonna stop. But that's if those funds for child support is paid in full. That's why these fathers having to do back pay when their child get 18. They still having to put up with that back pay. for that money that they weren't able to pay out, because father got to pay for somewhere to live too. Father got to make sure son got somewhere to stay too, just in case mom decide to wait till son or daughter turn 18. Once those funds stop and they up and leave the house, they up and leave the nest. And then guess what daddy got to do? Daddy got to turn around and help 18-year-old son out, and help 18-year-old daughter out. Not only that, but get the back pay, whoever the back pay goes to. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it goes to the son or to the mom, because at the end of the day, the mom is the one putting you on child support. And that stuff pays for everything. It pays for where she stay. It pays for what the child eat, food stamps, government housing, Section 8, anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember one time before, man, you know what I'm saying, them say this, I'm just going to just drop this out there, man. Drop this little testimony out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I just thought maybe, you know what I'm saying, I would shed a little light on this child support thing, man. Because like I say, man, that child support only starts from the person that actually goes down there and started. Whether if it's the mother or the father, whichever one get down there get to them people first, that's how child support goes. The only time a man is able to get anything, whether if it's dealing with government housing, that's if they got their kids, if they got custody of their kids, or they on some type of disability of some kind. Cause I was just recently with my ex and she was on Section 8 and she had not one child. Guess what? She had to pay out of pocket for rent with no kids. Not only that, but when we ended up moving to Alabama together and she was trying to put me on a lease for a house, we both paid for cash money out of our pockets. When she went down there to put that house up for Section 8, you know what the people told her about putting me on that lease? They said, if we see anything on your record that we don't approve of, we're going to terminate her lease. That's just my little testimony. Just to show you how they run. You know what I'm saying? The women know about the men in the house rules that they giving when they dealing with Section 8 or housing authority. Y'all know. Y'all know ain't no man supposed to be in them houses, them apartments with y'all. Y'all know this already. Y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? And that's something hard for a man to have to deal with. Cause you got to think about where that man money is going, where his investments is going. Because once it's invested in you, he done lost out on that money. That money gone. You know what I'm saying? That's something difficult to deal with as a man. On top of having to put up with the stuff that you already have to put up with this society already. That's a difficult situation to put up with. You know what I'm saying? You got to worry about going to jail. You got to worry about having to go down here to these people courtroom, talking about a child that you know you take care of. You may not sit up here and be this so-called awesome dad that y'all sit up here and watch on these Tyler Perry movies and watching on these reality shows and all that crap, but you do enough to make sure your child make it to the next day, to make sure your child got clothes on his back, roof over his head, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And then the government getting paid off of it. The system getting paid off of it. system get paid off for it. Next thing you know, your baby mama out here she going down there to the court system talking about raise the child support up because she feel like it ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you know what I'm saying? That's a hard pill. That's hard enough for a man to deal with. Then you gotta have someone to stay. You gotta do all that in the process of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like woo, like that's a lot. Think about just having to give up majority of your check for based on your income or what you make on your job, man. You having to get that up every month on top of everything else that you got within 1 month to pay up. That's hard, man. That's real deal hard, man. That's real deal hard, man. And that's what the system does to us men already. That's what the system does to us men already. You know what I'm saying? That's why moms think they so much in charge and thinking they can do this and do that because you got the government standing behind you. Now y'all just come up with all kind of crazy assignments. Now I understand now you do got some fathers out here that don't be in their kids' lives. You got some that don't. But not all of them. You got some good fathers out here that get did dirty by some of these bitter baby mamas out here. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought maybe I would come on here, you know what I'm saying, and shed a little light on that because that need to be discussed. Because as long as that's going on, all these women gonna assume that they independent. Especially the ones with kids. They ain't gotta go out and dish out $300, $400, and $500 a month. They ain't gotta go and do that. But every time your child pull up, your child looking a hot mess. Like you ain't bought clothes and shoes for that child. Then when they do get the money, they still come back and still ask you for other stuff for that child to have. That's the crazy part. After they done got paid from you for the month. But guess what? Let you be down and out and need stuff for your son, and let's see how many of them moms that get that money from child support come and help support you. When son need clothes and shoes. When son need food in the house, daughter need food, shoes and clothes. Let's see if they come over here and spot you $300, $400, $500. And see, that's what some of the bitter moms don't think about. Just like I shared the other day on Facebook. Yeah, true enough, you know what I'm saying? Kids get their mother's love, but they don't know about their father's sacrifices. They don't know about the father's sacrifices. Kids get their mother's love all day long, but they don't know about these father sacrifices that's being made. But women want to equal themselves up to men. But when the going get tough that a man got to put up with, then guess what? Then now you want to go running down here to these people's offices talking about, oh man, my baby dad ain't helping me with my child, knowing damn well you lying. You bring my son to me every weekend. Oh, my baby this. Oh, my baby that. This, my baby that. That's the reason why a lot of child support happen like it happened. Because my baby this and my baby that. Not bashing y'all women, though. I'm not bashing y'all women because I love my beautiful black women. I do. I do. I love my women, period. Anything God created in my image, I gotta love it. But the way the system got y'all turning against us, that made me feel like saying, if they go down there to the system on you, to me, to be technically honest, that go to show you whose side they on already. When your other half, whether if y'all got disagreements or not, y'all are not together in a relationship or not, when that woman decide to go down there to that child support office and put you on child support, that go to show that she's already against you with the system. Because it ain't that much going on to just say that, oh, I could just go down there and just put him on child support like, oh, he's just an absolute failure when it comes to his kid. No, A lot of y'all women do that stuff out of anger. A lot of women do that stuff out of anger, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought maybe I would come on here and like shed a little light on that, man. And it goes deeper than that, man. That's why I'm glad Papa Duck came and brought that video up about actually showing you that that child is not yours. That child belongs to the system because you are their product. That's why a child able to go and say, oh, I can go to social services when you put your hands on them or you doing something to them. They ain't got no problem with calling the police. They ain't got no problem with going down there to the child support resource center, telling them people, oh, you doing this and doing that to them. You ain't feeding them. You ain't doing this. Because that child already don't belong to you. That's why I kind of feel like it makes a lot of sense to me to wonder why they put you on child support so fast. Because once you sign that birth certificate, you pretty much signing your child over to the state already. And then what I had read, it says that a child don't belong to you until you go to court to fight for your child. That's what a lot of people don't know. A woman feel like that child hers because she carries it for 9 months, baby. And like I said, I'm not bashing my women, but you got some bitter baby mamas out here. And you do. They'll tell you, oh man, you gotta come to court to you know what I'm saying, to fight for your child, man. To get custody of your child, man. And it ain't free. It's not free. Yeah, DNA test, all that, whatever free to help you out, but coming up with a child support lawyer ain't free. It's not free. Coming up with a child support lawyer ain't free. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, a mother and a father should have to go through that anyway. They both supposed to be teammates even if they're not together. That's why I see why God say what he said. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a kid until you're married with the woman you plan on having kids with. Because that kid needs both of y'all in that kid's life, in that child's life. That child needs both of y'all in that child's life. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, the system's something else. And then when you come off of it, they got the nerve to go and ask the baby mama, oh, did he make you? Did he force you to do this? Or did he threaten you to take him off? Because they know once, they know once she stopped the child support, it stops the money for them too. You don't even have to have evidence anymore to even show that you take care of your kid. For the fathers, to the fathers out there, You don't even, all that showing receipts and all that stuff don't even matter no more, damn near. Damn near. That stuff don't even matter no more. All them folk want to know is, are you working and how much you make on your job? That's all them people want to know. They don't want to hear nothing else. Now back a little later on, back down in the years, back then, you was able to have receipts and stuff to show for it. Now you damn near got to put yourself on child support, man. Still having to go through the system. One thing I notice about the other ones, the other people, they don't do that really. If they don't make it throughout their relationship, you don't see that happening. You don't see these other people out here putting their baby daddies or baby moms on child support for real. If a father really don't put their baby mom on child support, 9 out of 10 is because they trying to give them a chance. Women don't even do that. You don't even give your baby daddy a chance. But guess what? You darn sure make sure you drop son off every weekend. You don't miss a beat with dropping son off every weekend to daddy. You don't miss a beat with dropping daughter off on daddy. You don't miss that though. You don't miss a beat when it come to that though. But you're down there telling the system, oh, he don't take care of his child, but oh yeah, you sure pulling up at the house every weekend, dropping them off the whole weekend. And then you wonder why a lot of these fathers are really ain't able to be in their kids' lives because they feel like they're being controlled. That's another way of controlling the black man, period. Any man, period. Because as long as they're able to make $1 off the American soil, I promise you, they're going to do whatever they can to get paid off of it. They're going to push it as much hard as they can. That's why it ain't nothing now for them to just say, oh, you the father, because all they got to do is look at the birth certificate now. You ain't even got to have a DNA test no more, as long as your name on that birth certificate. You ain't even got to do that no more. Long as your name written on that birth certificate, you really ain't even got to have a DNA test no more. You got some women you got some bitter baby mamas put you on that, come to find out child ain't yours, but you been paying out for a whole 18 years. And guess what? You can't get none of that money back. No refund. That's why when I seen that post with Young Jock and his baby mama, I salute Young Jock for that. I salute him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not finna make me out to be this man that I'm not being to these people, man. You're not finna make me out to be the man that I'm not to the system. You're not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad, man. That's why a lot of fathers are doing what they're doing today when it comes to child support. But guess what? You think fathers want to continue to sit down there in jail for 1 or 2 months for child support, knowing that they take care of their kids already? You think fathers want to be sitting down there in jail, and that's the reason why a lot of y'all women do it. Because you ain't got no problem with hearing your baby daddy in jail. You ain't got no problem with hearing that. Oh, he in jail because of child support. But what you think you gonna get if you sit down there in the child? If you sitting in jail, what you think you gonna get? What you think you gonna get? you think you gonna get? When you down there in jail, sister can't get paid with you being in jail. But guess what? They ain't got no problem with you racking your brain on trying to figure out how you gonna get a job to pay them. But yeah, man, I just want to come on here, man, just to shed a little light, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all come to YOLO B Real Talk channel on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? And learn a little something, man. Because like I say, man, a lot of this stuff, man, I had to learn on my own, man. A lot of this stuff I learned sitting around women, man. Sitting back, listening to women talk to their homegirls and female cousins about these situations. These folks already don't want you in the houses with the fathers already up under I mean really pretty much up under their stuff. Them folks provide housing. You think they want you in there now? As long as they provide it, they don't want you there. As long as they provide it, they do not want you there, bruh. For any father, they don't want you there. And that's how they work, man. That's how they work, man. Soon as that child come out, you know what I'm saying? And that was, you know what I'm saying? And that was new to me from what Papa Doc was saying about home childbirth. Them folks, them folks not only just probably penalize you, but they taking your kids too if you do a childbirth at home. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's just something to think about a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, this your boy YOLO B, man. Y'all come like, comment, and subscribe, man, on the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Get a little learning in, get a little education in, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, I had to learn a lot of this stuff by myself or sitting around because, you know, because think about how you make that child feel if that child sitting there and you sitting there bashing baby daddy all the time. Or you bashing baby mama all the time. How you think that child gonna feel? Knowing that's where that child come from. Knowing that's the seed that child come from. Women done got in tune with this crowd so much. You done darn near fed it to the child. Now every time your child come around, your child expect to get this. Your child doing this and doing that. Then when it's time for them to be disciplined, then they want to go run back and tell the mom. Like something actually supposed to happen. You'll rub that stuff off on the child, bad mouthing their mom or bad mouthing their fathers around them. You'll rub that badness off on them. And you thought, you know, man, and I just thought, man, I just come on here, man, you know what I'm saying, and just give a little education and a little insight.